Hiking and bushwhacking for goats in Alaska requires a tremendous amount of effort and energy, and if you're not in good shape, you're going to be miserable.
Hey, I'm miserable. How are you?
In this video, I'm going to share my go-to setup for wildlife photography and videography.
Alright, so you guys are welcome to watch Serge's video too. Yeah, we are hiking Calcin up here for these goats. And wow, beautiful, beautiful ridge we're at right now. Here comes the wind. Yeah, it's really gorgeous, but just took the camera out of the bag. We got some goats pretty close. We're gonna see if we can photograph them when I'm hiking. I keep everything lightweight, one camera, one lens, and yeah, it does enough for wildlife photography and videography. I can find ways to get smooth footage.
For behind the scenes content, I love to stay hands-free and attach the Insta360 Go 3 to my hat.
You are a true YouTuber. Hey, you don't earn 3 million subscribers for nothing.
Shortly after, we found our first goat pretty close. In a 30 to 45 second encounter, I managed to capture some video and a photo.
Well, don't mind me. I had about an hour of sleep, and after hiking, my face looks like it was mauled by a mountain goat. We got a goat. I got a photo, I got a video, and then it took off way up top to the mountains. Probably not gonna go that far. I need to calm down, well, cool down a little bit. My legs are on fire, and I was in these extra tough boots, and man, those things are nice because you walk through a lot of water coming up here, but when you're traversing landscapes, it was tough. But you know, we got a really nice view. I'm really appreciative of the view we have right now. Everything looks good. I did get a photo and video, so it wasn't a waste of a trip. And you know, it is really nice having just this 100 to 500 lens. I got nothing on it right now. I don't know if this Insta360 recorded. I'm hoping it got that behind the scenes moment when I got that photo and video of the one goat. But it kept beeping at me, so I don't know if the battery died or what. I know I charged it like last week. It's hard to get B-roll when you're hiking. Serge's got a lot of me. I'm trying to get some of him right now. Those goats went so far up that mountain, and it's pretty, it's not really sketchy, but if you get close to the edge, it's pretty cliffy. So, but yeah, we got a really nice view to start our morning. It was really pretty this morning. Didn't stop for any photos, but just really appreciated some nice red sky this morning. Nothing super amazing, but it was pretty. All right, I'm letting Sarah just fly my drone right now because my hands and everything are completely freaking cold. I'm trying to get a shot, but you can't see the reflection. But man, so I was just flying my drone, and Mavic 3 Pro has a 7X. I got a sick shot, guys. I'm really excited to show you the shot. And well, what are we waiting for? Here's the shot.
I waited for this float plane to fly by, and then I put my 7X lens on my Mavic 3 Pro into action. After a beautiful morning, it was time to start heading back.
All right, well, I just finished up the hike here, and I wanted to show you guys in this video my wildlife setup. Now, you saw how I go on a hike. It's just really nice and light. Got the Canon RF 100 to 500 on top of the R5. This strap is really comfortable for doing some hikes with, and it's a really nice run and gun setup for wildlife photography. You know, if you guys ever experience bigger tripods like these two here, you know that they are an absolute pain. This here is your typical wildlife setup. It's a gimbal head, kind of rotate up and down. Does okay. Good for wildlife photos, good for videos, good for tracking subjects quickly and smoothly. This thing that I have on here is the Atomos Ninja. It's basically an external recorder, but I just basically use it as something I could record my settings, get some B-roll with of some behind the scenes action, and then what I'll do is I can also record settings if I'm trying to record some settings for a YouTube video. So that's why I have that on sometimes. I'll have this set up if I know I'm gonna be in a spot where I'm not moving around too much and I'm just trying to like get some pretty still images and some still videos. So this is like a pretty heavy setup, it really is. And then we got this thing here. This is the small rig AD100 or something crazy tripod. What I like about this one is it's so much better than your typical tripod with 3 leg attachments. So you got to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different buttons to change the height, change the angle. What this is a quick release system. So all you have to do is just loosen up each one of these here, and then if you want to raise it, you just raise it to wherever you want. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. And here there's a bubble on this. We're just going to make sure the bubble is centered. So once this bubble gets centered, that means everything's level, and then you can have some really smooth video. The one issue I don't like with this is, I really do like this tripod head. I think it's more sturdy. I think you get better video with longer lenses. It doesn't have a Arca Swiss plate. You have to use either the Manfrotto plate or it also comes with like this RS2 mount. So we can take this off, put this on this camera. Let's just do this for you guys. So we'll show you, like, if I did want to do this officially, we got to just take that off. It stays locked in. It's a double screw, so you're not going to lose anything. And you can just line everything up. And to screw it down, the tripod head does have a built-in Allen wrench. So you can just tighten this and then tighten this. So obviously this is going to be your slowest setup, also your heaviest. So what would I use this for? If I know I'm not moving at all, like, hey, I am not like moving out of this spot whatsoever. And then we can put the Allen key back. It's got a magnet so it stays in there. And then you just lock in the lens with a quick release system. I really do like this quick release system. Locked in, tighten this down. And now you have this really, really nice looking wildlife setup. And you can loosen the pan head to make it pan a little easier. But it's going to be such a tight pan that everything's going to look really, really good. The footage is going to be the smoothest you can get with this setup. So this is going to be the best of the best. This is probably what you'd see someone using a Nat Geo. The one issue here is it's so heavy that if you are a Nat Geo photographer or videographer, you know how bad it is carrying these tripods with the red cameras around. You'll have a couple people to help you typically, but it is pretty rough. But look at that. I mean, it stays still. You can put it where you want. I didn't tighten it down all the way. Just got to tighten this here. And then you can put it where you want. You can tighten the friction. And I do like it nice and stiff. That way, like, I know I'm going to be able to track a big bear or a big mammal. A little slow for birds in flight, I think. If you're doing birds, I think this is probably your better option. But overall, this is going to be an awesome, awesome setup. I got one other thing, and what it is something super duper cool. Let me go walk over to my truck and I'll show you. All right, and then I just figured it'd be easier to show you from the back of my tailgate here, the last setup that I have. So this is a gimbal head. It's on this disc here. What is this disc for? Well, laying on the ground and getting low to ground shots. So let me just show you real quick. You just set it up as normal. So you're just gonna tighten this down. All right, so you got this thing. We can loosen up the panning head and now it's pretty much balanced. And one of the great things about this is just being able to get those low to ground shots without breaking your neck or your back. It's really, really comfortable. So it's actually one of my new favorite things that I've got doing this year. And there's also one other thing. If you notice here, I got this Insta360 on here. So let me just show you. This Insta360 just mounts right here in the hot shoe, I got it on a ball head. You can move it up. Like if you need to move it out of the way, you could just put it down. So now it's out of the way if you need to. Or you can just raise it up, tighten it down. And you guys post on Instagram, you know how many reels do behind the scenes and stuff. It is a game changer when it comes to behind the scenes footage. It is really, really fun, easy to use. You don't have to worry about framing your shot. You can capture your reaction, what the animal's doing, or whatever you're photographing, what they're doing, people's reactions around you. You can do a lot with this thing mounted here. And it just looks really, really smooth and stable if you're hand holding everything. But I mean, honestly guys, this is probably my most used setup. And I do a lot of wildlife photography, just no tripod. A lot of videos with no tripod, trusting that it will be nice and stable with the Canon stabilization in 4K 120. I like the tripod stuff if I know I'm definitely going to be getting videos that require audio. So what is that? 60 frames, 30 frames, 24 frames. Those ones are going to not be stable because it's real-time footage and you need the audio to capture real-time footage, at least with the Canon system anyway. But really nice and easy setup for me. As you guys saw today, I was able to hike, bushwhack, and get some awesome shots. And then in the summertime, if I know I'm gonna be on the river for a while, I got this kind of stuff for the bears. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wanna see more of my videos, check out This Is Kodiak. I'll leave a link right here for you guys. Some of my favorite footage over the last couple of years, and pretty good portfolio of mine showing what I can capture. It's not just wildlife, it's not just drones, it's everything, northern lights and stuff. So check that out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.